Roberta Flack, the Grammy-winning singer whose voice became synonymous with raw emotion and timeless beauty, has passed away at the age of 88. The world bids farewell to an artist whose soul-stirring music left an indelible mark on generations. Born in 1937 in Black Mountain, North Carolina, Roberta Cleopatra Flack displayed prodigious musical talent from an early age. Raised in a musical household, she was profoundly influenced by her mother, a church organist, who nurtured her natural ability and instilled in her a deep love for music. Her childhood was filled with melodies that would later shape her signature sound, one that seamlessly blended classical training with deep, resonant soul. Just 15 years old, Flack's musical prowess earned her a scholarship to Howard University in Washington, D.C., making her one of the youngest students to ever attend the institution. While at Howard, she immersed herself in a world of classical piano, fine-tuning her skills and laying the foundation for a career that would transcend musical genres. Though initially on the path to becoming a concert pianist, her exposure to jazz, folk, and R&B opened her heart to a broader artistic journey. Through graduation, she took a teaching position, dedicating herself to education while continuing to pursue her passion for music on the side. Her breakthrough came unexpectedly. While performing at Mr. Henry's, a small yet influential Washington nightclub, she caught the attention of jazz musician Les McCann. Instantly captivated by her voice, McCann knew she was destined for greatness. Her voice touched, tapped, trapped, and kicked every emotion I've ever known, McCann later reflected. I laughed, cried, and screamed for more. Recognizing her potential, he introduced her to the executives at Atlantic Records Group, setting the stage for what would become an illustrious career. In 1969, Roberta Flack released her debut album, First Take. Though it received critical praise, it wasn't until Clint Eastwood chose her song The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face for his 1971 directorial debut Play Misty for Me that her career catapulted to the mainstream. The song, originally penned by British folk singer Ewan MacColl, took on a new life in Flack's hands, infused with a level of intimacy and depth that left listeners breathless. The impact was immediate. Atlantic Records released a radio version which soared to No. 1 on the Billboard Hot 100 in 1972 and dominated the airwaves. The song won both Song of the Year and Record of the Year at the 1973 Grammy Awards, cementing her status as a musical force. Following this triumph, Flack continued her ascent, releasing a string of hits that defined an era. Killing Me Softly with his song became another defining moment in her career. The song, inspired by a poem written about folk singer Don McLean, became an anthem of heartbreak and emotional vulnerability. When Flack recorded it in 1973, her interpretation resonated deeply, earning her yet another Grammy for Record of the Year. The success didn't stop there. Throughout the 1970s and 1980s, Flack produced a multitude of hits, including Feel Like Makin' Love, Where Is the Love, a duet with Donny Hathaway, and The Closer I Get to You. Her ability to weave profound emotion into every note made her a singular talent in the music industry. Each song she touched seemed to carry an ethereal quality, evoking emotions that transcended time and space. But Roberta Flack wasn't merely a singer. She was a storyteller, a poet of melody, a woman who sang from the deepest recesses of her soul. Her music often spoke of love, longing, and the human experience, themes that resonated with listeners across generations. In the 1990s, Flack's legacy was revitalized when the Fugees released their own version of Killing Me Softly, bringing her music to a new generation. The song became a worldwide hit in 1996, proving the timelessness of her artistry. Her contributions to music were recognized in many ways. In 1999, she was honored with a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Later that year, she traveled to South Africa, where she performed for Nelson Mandela, an experience she described as one of the greatest honors of her life. But beyond the accolades and fame, Roberta Flack remained committed to giving back. In the late 2000s, she founded the Roberta Flack School of Music at the Hyde Leadership Charter School in the Bronx, an institution dedicated to providing underprivileged students with access to music education, free of charge. Through this initiative, she ensured that future generations could experience the same joy and inspiration that music had given her. As she aged, Flack faced significant health challenges. In 2016, she suffered a stroke, which limited her ability to perform. In 2018, she was hospitalized after feeling dizzy at a Jazz Foundation of America event where she was set to receive an award. Nevertheless, she remained resilient. Just months later, in October 2018, she made a triumphant return to the stage at a charity event, determined to continue sharing her music despite physical limitations. In November 2022, her representatives announced that she had been diagnosed with ALS, commonly known as Lou Gehrig's disease. The illness rendered her unable to sing, a heartbreaking revelation for someone whose life had been defined by the power of her voice. Yet even in the face of adversity, she remained a symbol of grace and strength. On February 24, 2025, Roberta Flack passed away peacefully, surrounded by her family. In a statement to Digital Music News, her representatives and loved ones expressed their grief, saying, "We are heartbroken that the glorious Roberta Flack passed away this morning. She died peacefully, surrounded by her family. Roberta broke boundaries and records. She was also a proud educator." Tributes poured in from fellow artists, celebrities, and fans worldwide. Carole King took to Blue Sky, writing, "Rest in peace, Roberta Flack." Jennifer Hudson, who had covered The First Time Ever I Saw Your Face, honored Flack on X, calling her one of the greatest soul singers of all time and adding, "Your legacy lives on." In response to Hudson's 2023 performance of the song, Flack had taken to social media to express her admiration, writing, "Loving this smooth and powerful performance by Jennifer Hudson." The impact of Roberta Flack's music will never fade. Her voice was a vessel for human emotion, her songs a testament to love, heartache, and resilience. She was a pioneer, an innovator, and an artist who defied boundaries. Her legacy is one of beauty, depth, and an unwavering commitment to the transformative power of music. As the world mourns her passing, her music will continue to echo through time, reminding us all of the power of a song to touch the soul. Rest in peace, Roberta Flack. Your voice will forever sing in the hearts of those who loved you. Roberta Flack's journey began long before she became a household name. As a child, her earliest musical experiences were shaped by the hymns and spirituals she heard in church, where her mother played the organ. These melodies were more than just sounds, they were the foundation upon which her musical identity was built. Church was not just a place of worship but a sanctuary where she first discovered the power of music to evoke deep emotions and bring people together. Her mother, an accomplished musician in her own right, played a pivotal role in nurturing Roberta's talents. She recognized her daughter's prodigious abilities early on and provided her with the support and encouragement she needed to pursue her passion. Under her mother's guidance, Roberta learned to play the piano and began to explore the vast world of classical music. This early training would become the bedrock of her artistry, allowing her to blend classical techniques with the raw, emotive power of soul music. As Roberta's skills developed, so did her love for music. She spent countless hours practicing the piano, honing her technique and developing a deep understanding of musical theory. Her dedication paid off when, at the age of 15, she received a scholarship to Howard University. This prestigious institution provided her with the opportunity to study under some of the finest musicians and educators in the country. At Howard, she delved into the works of classical composers such as Bach, Beethoven, and Chopin, while also being exposed to the rich traditions of jazz and folk music.